Hey Reddit, I need some perspective on a situation with my boyfriend, Ethan, 21M. He's been an avid weed smoker since high school, like every day, multiple times a day. Lately, it's been more at night, but it's still a big part of his life. He acknowledges he smokes a lot, but insists he doesn't have a problem because he believes he could stop anytime. He just doesn't see a reason to. I, 21F, only started smoking when he introduced me to it about 6 months ago. At first, it was just to help me sleep, but now I've been doing it every night. And while it does knock me out, I've noticed I feel completely dissociated during the day, like I'm not really present in my own life. I figured the weed might be causing this, so I talked to Ethan about it. To his credit, he was supportive at first. He said he understood what I was feeling because he's been through it before, and even agreed that taking a break would be good for me. But since I'd been smoking nightly for months, I knew quitting cold turkey would be tough. So I suggested that we take a break together, not permanently, just a short reset. I even pointed out that his tolerance is super high right now, and he hasn't taken a break in a year. That's when things got weird. Ethan immediately shut the idea down, saying he didn't see a reason to stop and that I could do whatever I wanted. But he wasn't interested. This frustrated me because he had just admitted a break would be good for him. When I pressed him on it, he said that quitting would make him anxious and irritable. I, maybe a little rudely, pointed out that his anxiety and depression medication, which he hasn't been taking, might help with that instead. That made him really upset, and he told me to never say that again. I tried asking if he could do just 2 weeks with me, nothing crazy, just enough time for a reset. His response, 2 weeks is crazy. Huh? If he could easily stop smoking, why wouldn't he? Especially now that there's a real reason. He just kept saying he didn't want to and that he'd think about it. At this point, I'm feeling pretty hurt. It honestly feels like weed is more important to him than me. I'm not asking him to quit forever. I'm just asking for a short break so we can both reset. He even admitted it would be good for him. So why is this such a big deal? I told him how this makes me feel, and he said he understands, but that this is a big ask and he needs to think about it. That was 30 minutes ago, and now I'm here, wondering if I'm the asshole for even bringing it up. I know some people might say that I knew what I was getting into when I started dating him, and that's fair. I don't want to change who he is, and honestly, his smoking doesn't really bother me most of the time. But I can't help but feel like this reaction is a red flag. It's not like I'm demanding he change his entire lifestyle, and I'm not trying to control him. I just wanted us to do this together for support. What gets me the most is that he insists he could stop anytime and that it would be easy for him. He's even told me before that he has taken tolerance breaks in the past. So why does it suddenly feel impossible now that I've asked? If this were just about personal choice, I'd accept it. But it's frustrating because it feels like he's contradicting himself, and that makes me question if he's as in control of his habit as he claims to be. At the end of the day, I'm still going to take this break, with or without him. I just wish he could have been on board, if only to support me. I really didn't think this would be such a big deal. Edit. Just to clarify, I'm not asking Ethan to quit permanently. I'm also planning to start smoking again after the break, just at a more mindful level. My frustration is solely with the fact that he always says, I can stop whenever I want, but then acts like 2 weeks is an unreasonable request. So Reddit, AITA,